Physical activity is very important for us for overall health and well-being. Lot of studies and research show that people who are physically active can avoid a lot of metabolic disorders such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and lot of adverse cardiac conditions. Now, what kind of physical activity should one involve themselves in? For more such information on health and wellness, hit the bell button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Physical activity is a very important lifestyle change that all of us need to incorporate into our daily activities, because most of our life and lifestyles have become very sedentary because most of us hold desk jobs and the amount of activity that we get in a day is very, very low. So what kind of physical activities can one involve themselves in? Is only cardio okay? What if I'm walking 45 minutes in a day? Is that enough? Or there are some people who only go to the gym and only strength train. So is only strength training enough? And there are some people who do only mobility and go only do yoga. Is this enough? Which is the best and what are the physical activities that I can involve myself in? Now, physical activity should include certain aspects. There is an aerobic aspect, there is an anaerobic aspect, and there is a mobility aspect that you need to think about. Now, activities such as walking, running, swimming, cycling are great aerobic activities and are fantastic to improve your cardiac health and to improve your endurance. Now, this is important. Secondly, there is a component of strength training and improving your muscular strength. This involves doing body weight activities or increasing the amount of weight by including weight training or strength training in your everyday activities. Now, strength training is fantastic because strength training will help you gain some muscle, and muscle is one of the most precious tissues that you can have in the body because muscle improves insulin sensitivity and it acts as a glucose sink or sponge which absorbs the excess glucose from the blood flow. So, including strength training is great to avoid metabolic conditions such as type 2 diabetes. But for women in particular, strength training is fantastic because it helps reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Also, as we age, whether you're male or female, strength training improves the quality of life because it reduces the risk of falls and fractures and improves quality of life as we age. Now, there is a third aspect to fitness, which is mobility and conditioning. You need to have some amount of mobility if you want to have a better day-to-day functioning in your life. For you to sit down, get up, turn around, pick up things without straining or injuring yourself, you need to be very mobile. Activities such as yoga, animal flow, Pilates, etc. will improve your mobility. Now, I have told you that aerobic activity or cardio activity is important for endurance and cardiac health. I've told you that strength training is important to improve your quality of life because it helps you build muscle, and muscle is a precious tissue. And I've also told you that involving yourself in activities like yoga improves your mobility and thereby your day-to-day performance in life. Now, can I choose just one of these activities? Yes, it's possible. You can predominantly strength train, but you can use cardio activities and mobility activities such as yoga to add to the overall effect of the strength training. You could be a runner and predominantly like to do running, but as an accessory, you can add strength training and yoga on the other days. So, whichever physical activity you enjoy doing, do that for the majority number of days in the week and keep aside 2 to 3 days in a week to involve yourself in the other kind of activity. So if you're a runner and you enjoy running, do that 4 times a week, and the remaining 3 days involve yourself in activities like mild strength training and activities such as yoga to improve your mobility and keeps your joints healthy. So this is the way you will program your training schedule to keep yourself physically active and fit for a healthy lifestyle in the long run.